welcome back to my YouTube channel. But if you're new here, my name is Brittany. I'm a Chicago-based lifestyle content creator, and this video is gonna be trying something slightly different or a little new, I guess, for me. So we'll try it out and see how it goes. But this is gonna be a week in my life vlog, which if you've watched my channel before, I have done like mostly I just do, unless I'm on vacation and it's like a travel vlog, and then that's really mostly just about the trip. But I'm also noticing I got a little mess on my top right here, but I usually either do like a day in my life vlog or weekend vlogs. I never do week in my life vlogs. I think it's for a few reasons. There's probably an ambulance you can hear going past my building right now. I almost don't know if I'll remember to continue to vlog every single day. Like, as much as I love it, like being a YouTube creator, I also have a full-time job, like a life stuff to do, and so it can be hard to also like vlog everything that I'm doing on a normal week. So usually when I do weekend vlogs, it's vlogs where it's a weekend where I'm kind of like at home a lot or just like doing my own thing. For the most part, like it's easy to remember to vlog. Same with like day in my life. And also I feel like the other thing is, I mostly work during the day. I work out, walk my dog, go to work. But I find myself here, speaking of my dog, here she is, she's trying to get in my lap. I find myself watching like week in my life vlogs of creators that are living pretty normal lives and being like interested by them. So we'll try it out, see how I like doing this, see if other people are even interested in watching a week in my life vlog. Also, I feel like my day in my life, weekend in my life vlogs usually get the least engaged or like the least amount of views on my channel anyway, but they are kind of fun to make. And I feel like people that watch my channel and do watch them are pretty engaged in them. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. It is Monday. It's February 2nd. Happy Black History Month, first of all. the 100th anniversary of Black History Month, to be specific. That's cool. That's like really cool. A fun fact, so I went to college at Kent State, which is actually where Black History Month kind of kicked off. So I am a proud alumni. Anyway, it's also Groundhog Day, and sadly the groundhog did see his shadow today, so there will be 6 more weeks of winter if we even subscribe to that. But I'm not surprised by that information. Like, this has been one of the realest winters we've had in a minute. Like, it's just been so cold, so much snow. Like, Chicago got a record amount of snow at the end of last year. Like, I think it was like in 40 years or 60 years or something like that. And it's just been cold lately. So I'm not surprised to hear that we'll be having 6 more weeks of winter. I just like February to me is the toughest part of winter. December, the holidays. January, I feel like you still have some like a little bit of residual holiday energy, and then also like it's a new year, so it's that new, like that kind of like new energy. And then February, it's like and then like things I feel like in March start to like, I don't know, it just like I feel like there's a new a new, oh, and it's so dark also in January and February, although the days are getting slightly longer right now. But then when daylight savings time comes at the beginning of March, and just like I feel like it's just like a little warmer, like things like that. St. Patrick's Day, that is like the turning point in winter for me. So we just got to get there. Anyway, it's Monday. I'm about to like kick off or like really dive into start my work day. I went to a Pilates class this morning. It was like kind of hard too. Usually my Monday morning class is like the instructor that teaches it is like pretty easy, I would say. So I almost use it as like an active recovery day, like a way to ease into the week. This class was not that at all. My nose is a little like itchy too. Also really congested. I'm about to take a Dayquil because I just feel I keep blowing my nose and like I have a lot of congestion. But I went to a Bunda class yesterday, which is like weightlifting, like a strength training class, which I had paused taking for a while, and yesterday was my first day back, so I was already really sore. So I thought this would be like a good class to ease into the week with. It was pretty challenging still. And I heard a couple other ladies say that they thought it was challenging too when we were leaving. They're like, yeah, this is a lot harder than usual. I was like, okay, good, it's not just me. So I did that. I took Rumi out really briefly. She didn't want to be out too long. It's like a little dreary out, like a little like misty. So it's 20 degrees today, which is about 40 degrees warmer than it was this time last week, or maybe 30 degrees warmer. And it's just like, it's not like, we didn't need to be out there long. I made Rumi a little breakfast, made breakfast for myself. And now I'm about to start my work day. Although I do like, on Mondays, I typically don't have very many meetings. Today I have like 5 straight hours of meetings. And so I need to a lot of times I take a shower like midday. So I need to figure out when to do that. I actually should probably maybe just do it right now really quickly. This is going to be a pretty, I feel like, normal week for me for the most part too, which is also why I thought, oh, this could be a good test of this week in the life vlog, because this is like pretty typical, I feel like, for how my weeks go, except for the meetings that I'm having today. And actually, like, Wednesday I'm looking at my calendar right now. I also was out on Friday, so I usually Fridays like mentally prepare myself for Monday, and I didn't do that on Friday since I took the day off. I wasn't feeling good. So I feel like now I'm just like getting acquainted with my week and looking at my calendar, and I'm not into it. There's too much going on. Okay. And who knows when I'll be back throughout the day. It might not be till the end of the day because of the way that my day is set up. Okay, it's literally now dark. It's like the end of the day. Well, it's almost dark. It's almost 5. It's like 4 till 5. Honestly, it's been cloudy all day, like kind of gloomy. So I don't know that I could even have to like be able to tell if the sun went down, but this was a long day. I mean, I don't think I said this at the beginning of the video. I can't remember if I did, but I'm fully remote. Obviously, I work from home. And I feel like people do like to try to say remote workers don't do anything, but no, like that day kind of like took it at me. I mean, I still have some stuff I should wrap up, but I'm pretty close to like the end of my work day. I'm going to take Rumi out though on like a little walk. We probably won't be out long. I also I have groceries I did place a grocery order earlier today. It's getting delivered in a little bit, probably like the next half hour. So I'm going to try to make burger bowls for dinner tonight, or a burger bowl because I'm one singular person. And I also got a bunch of groceries. I'm having a Super Bowl party on Sunday, so I got some stuff to start, like, not prepping for that, but like, since I was getting groceries, I figured may as well throw some of that stuff in there too. And then it also gives me time to, like, if I forgot anything, I can think of it over the next week. So that's probably what I'm gonna do with my evening. Make some dinner. Well, take Rumi on a walk. Probably when I'm so sore. I just canceled my, I usually go to Pilates on Tuesday. Well, I have a Pilates class. I had a Pilates class that I was signed up for tomorrow. It's like the TRX class. It's a pretty hard class, and I'm so sore. I think still from the workout I did yesterday. I was like limping when I got out of my chair because I'd been sitting down for probably like 2 or 3 hours. Probably 2 hours, and I canceled my class for tomorrow because I'm like, there's no way I can go to that and actually. I mean, I know part of endurance is kind of pushing through, but I'm at a point where I wouldn't be able to really do the workout and get anything good out of it. So that like took a little bit of the weight off my shoulder. But okay, but yeah, I'm probably gonna, like I said, take Rumi on a walk, eventually make something for dinner, the burger bowl, and then I need to decide what I'm gonna do with this evening. I try to do something productive, especially in the wintertime, every weekday evening. I think what I'm gonna do tonight is prep some stuff for prep some decor for my Super Bowl party. I'm making a DIY. So I might do that. And I need to catch up on some TV. I'm behind on like all my TV from last week. Or a lot of my TV from last week. I still need to watch Grey's. Okay, let me take Rumi out before it gets too dark and too cold.
is my rumor time. Ain't nobody as if.
It's a new day, it's a new dawn. It's Tuesday. Yeah, it's like Tuesday now. Honestly, when I checked my calendar today and I realized it was only Tuesday, yesterday felt like 10 days long. I was like kind of sad by that, but I didn't do any of the stuff I said I was gonna do last night. My night just took a totally different turn. I got into a flow state for real of booking like travel. So I'm going this summer. So my friend Sam and I have been planning on, which I think she's been on my vlog a couple, like on my channel a few times before, some like travel vlogs and stuff. We like travel together kind of often. And we're planning a trip to Paris and London to see Bad Bunny and then also go to Wimbledon for like probably just one day. And we'd been talking about it like for the past month or so. And then over the weekend, we're like, okay, let's actually lock in because the Super Bowl is this Sunday. And I feel like everything, like the demand for Bad Bunny is probably going to shoot up. So I just got into a flow state. I booked like my flights and a hotel. And I booked my flights like I'm always on the points game trying to like get the best deal I can. So I ended up paying total 400 or I think including taxes and fees for total round trip about $500. Yeah, it was about $500. One of those flights one way originally would have been like $1,700 out of pocket, which is crazy. So for like midsummer, because it's basically like right around 4th of July, for like that's kind of the peak of summer to travel. That's to me felt fine. Direct flights both ways. So we're gonna fly to Paris, take the train from Paris to London, and then I'll fly back from London to Chicago. And then I booked a hotel one hotel in London, and I used like one of my Amex like hotel credits for that. So that was like a pretty good deal. And then yeah, so I ended up, that's like kind of what I spent a lot of my night doing. And I tried to watch Grey's Anatomy, but then my internet was like going in and out, so I just turned it off because I was tired of dealing with it. But I did end up watching that episode this morning, so I'm caught up on that now. But now like the new week of TV is starting, so I'm behind again already. Oh, and like I tried to take Remy on a walk. She didn't really want to walk, which she hasn't been wanting to lately. So we barely went outside, and then when we came back in, I like did some little brain games with her to like get some of her energy out. But I did drop her off at doggy daycare today so she can run out her little heart. I also need to like, and then I couldn't sleep. I've been having a hard time like waking up early in the mornings for the past few nights. So I woke up at like a little before 6 and I was tossing and turning, and then I finally just got out of the bed and was like, whatever, let me just ease into my morning. So I need probably in like the next 45 minutes to an hour, like truly start my work day. I've already like gone through my email and stuff and kind of set my to-do list and everything for the day. But I think what I'm going to do first though, is I need to make a return, a couple Amazon returns. And like, since I'm not working out today, I want to go on a walk still just to move my body a little bit. And I'm so sore. So I feel like walking would be good. So I think I'm going to walk to Whole Foods there and back to do my Amazon return, and then make a smoothie, I think, for breakfast. And it might be time to start the day by then. So, and I have like a handful of meetings, not as many as yesterday, today. So hopefully that's good at least. But okay, let me stop yapping and make my Whole Foods run. Okay, so I need to desperately put some makeup on before, because like my skin has been so bad. I mean, the winter is just not being kind to my skin. Like I've had a lot of breakouts a month or two ago. I've all cleared up, but I have these like scars that are left behind, and like my complexion is looking gaunt. I need a little bit of sunlight. But anyway, that was the first of all of what I was gonna say. Let me also put my glasses on so these dark circles under my eyes are a little less like obvious. Anyway, so it took me like maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes to go to Whole Foods and back. Then I did make my smoothie. My camera, so I'm actually filming on my phone right now because my camera is full. Again, I have a lot of old videos that I need to just like get off of there. So I'm going to do that probably later tonight. But so I like didn't film making my smoothie, but I probably will have it again later in the week. So I will then, but it's just like frozen bananas, frozen spinach, oat milk, protein powder, collagen, little flaxseed, chia seed, peanut butter, banana, half of banana. And I think that's the gist of it. And it usually does keep me full for a while. But anyway, before I like log on to work, I was straightening up my living room
well, actually, my place was kind of just like, it was messy, and I don't really work well, since I'm home all day. If my place is a mess, I like can't focus. It's hard for me to like, I don't know. I feel like it helps my focus for everything to be organized. And also when Roomy's gone, it's much easier to organize. So when I like was straightening up my living room, and I had this box sitting by my front door that's like from an Old Navy order that I just got the other day. So I'm going through it really quickly just to like sort through it, put the stuff. Probably won't put it in my closet right now, but put it in my room to put in my closet later today, and then anything I need to return. But started trying on some stuff, and I'm actually really liking. I mean, Old Navy is always going to do it for me 98% of the time. Anything that I'm wearing is probably from Old Navy. Like, I'm an Old Navy fashionista, if you will. Old Navy, I don't know if you have an affiliate program, but let me know. Get at your girl if you do. But they have some really cute stuff for spring, and there was a sale a couple weeks ago, or it must have been last week because I just got this stuff the other day. So I'm trying on some stuff right now, and I've literally tried on two things. I was gonna say I'm really liking these items. I've tried on two things. So, okay. So specifically these pants, I don't think I would wear this shirt with these pants because like the waist of this I feel like is a little too high. It's making the shirt bunchy, but I think in general it's like a nice basic shirt, just like basically pretty much a plain tee. But I really like these bottoms. They're like an olive green with just like a floral print, kind of almost like a cargo. I would definitely wear like a more cropped shirt, I feel like, with this, but kind of like a cargo pant kind of fit. I think they just kind of go to the ankle, but a very nice comfy fit. So I'm definitely going to keep these. Okay, this is a different shirt. That other shirt that I had on, I think I'm going to retry that on again with a different bra because that bralette was, I feel like, not very flattering. Okay, again, I probably wouldn't wear this shirt with these pants, and I think I like this. I also somehow accidentally ordered a tall, which I'm not a tall. Actually, I have a pretty short torso for considering how tall I am, but it is buckling a little bit right here, so maybe I don't know, I'll think about it. I have it in black too, and I feel like the black might be less noticeable with the buckling, although yeah, you can kind of see on the side. But otherwise I really like it. Looked really cute on the model as always. But okay, I think I like this too. TBD though on this buckling. I might like set it to the side to retry on again later and revisit. Literally there's probably like 10 more things in here. I'm only gonna hit the highlights though. Okay, so I'm realizing this, I mean, I knew this was sheer or mesh, but I didn't realize it would be this sheer on camera, but oh well. But I actually really like these pants. Like, I wasn't sure how they would look on. Again, they looked really cool on the model, and in the ad, but you never know with this kind of like a baggy or wider leg jean. But I actually really like this kind of style. And I also really love the studs on the side for like a nice little touch. And then this sweater, mesh sweater. I should have probably put a shirt on underneath here, but oh well, I didn't. I really like the color of this. I think this will look really nice. Okay, what I was saying is I think the color will look really nice against my skin tone once I actually have a lively complexion again and I'm not like in the depths of winter. These jeans are really comfy now that I'm kind of wearing them, and I'm even a little bit full because I just had that smoothie, but I'm liking these are gonna be, I feel like, a staple. So I have two more bottoms and like three more tops. I need to go back and look at my order because I got there's two items that I got duplicates of, and I don't think and they're in the same size and everything. I don't think they ordered two of them, so they sent me extra stuff. So I'll obviously have to, at the very least, return those few things. Okay, so these jeans, these are very, very comfortable. I thought from the picture that or maybe I looked at them wrong. I thought that there was like a detail on the side leg here. They're basically almost kind of giving Jenko jeans from back in the 2000s, but I actually really like these. They don't look as great in this camera, but they're actually pretty flattering in person. I like this top. I think it's a little long. That's why I have it tucked in here. But again, like I said, I have a short torso. So I want to think about this. Maybe try it on with some different bottoms. But I like the color of this top a lot, and like this cut and everything here, like this lace up. But it is very comfy and cozy, like kind of all around. So I probably will I'm for sure going to keep these jeans. I do want to go back and look at the listing to make sure like that I'm not missing anything. But they're just really comfortable. And like these would even be nice to wear, like, I don't know, with like a mule or a platform sneaker or something, since they are like a bigger leg. Yeah, if I was like a little bit elevated. Okay, again, also my hair is getting frizzier and frizzier every time I change tops. But so two more tops, and then I also have a jacket to try on too. Okay, so this top I can't decide if I like. I might keep it. It's almost giving old, like, I used to work at a knitwear company, like at a knitwear like design like company, and we made a lot of knit tops like this that were like I mean, this was in like the mid 2000s, 2010s. And it just makes me think of that. And like, it was literally for like the lady going to work. And I don't know if I see myself as that, but it kind of looks cute with this. Look, again, it's a little too like long. So I'll see about like if I were to tuck it into some bottoms and then also maybe wear a belt. I need to go back and see how much this is, because if it's like $10 or less, I'll probably just keep it. But if it's like 15 or something, I might return it because I don't fully love it. Okay, so this is that same shirt as the white one I had on earlier. And I think I am going to keep the black one and return the white one because it is buckling a teeny bit, but it's just less obvious in black. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep this one and return the other one. These pants sadly do not fit because I really wanted to like them. So these are a 14. I also got a 12 and the 12s were tight. Maybe I'll try them. I can literally see them right here. Maybe I'll try them on again. They were just like pretty snug around the waist, but these are too big. Like there's room here. There's like the crotch area is just like a little too big. So these are definitely not gonna work. But I really wanted them because these are so cute. Just like a cute patterned pant. These would be really cute for spring. Yeah, this is like way too big. I can't keep these. Okay, then lastly, I have a denim jacket to try on. Okay, so this jacket is pretty oversized. I think I do like it though. I might, when I go to return all that other stuff, I might see if they have a medium in the store because this is a large. And I knew it was an oversized jacket, but it feels a little, I'll have to like just feel it out. Yeah, and also could just be because I have all this other baggy stuff on too. But I think I do like this. The sleeves are really big. I don't have a denim jacket at all right now. I lost my last one a couple years ago. It was like a pretty nice one from Anthropologie. I mean, I got it like for 50% off, I think. But I left it in the airport. I think I left it in the Denmark airport or on the plane. And I was so devastated when I realized I didn't have it. And I just haven't bought another one since then. And that was probably almost 2 years ago now. So I do want to like this. But like I said, I might just see if they have it in a medium when I go into the store to exchange all this other stuff. But for the most part, I feel like this haul turned out pretty well. Obviously, like I said, I have a few things I'm going to return. But all in all, I think it worked out. But okay, let me clean this up really quickly and then let me get to work. Okay, I lied. I'm back. I just tried on those 12s again, and I do like these. I'm going to keep them. They actually fit. I was being dramatic when I said they were too tight. They are like snug in the waist, but like they just fit. And I feel like overall, they kind of fit and work pretty nicely. Okay, that's all for real. Okay, so I'm taking a little break. It's like my lunchtime. Actually, technically, it's later than my normal lunchtime. I had a meeting during like when I normally go to lunch. Luckily it ended early because I was starting to get hungry. I was about to get up and I wasn't presenting or anything, but I was just gonna take my computer into the kitchen and start like making something. I'm just eating like a leftovers from that burger bowl that I made yesterday, which was really good. I don't think I talked about that. But it was basically, it's just like, I mean, pretty basic, like romaine lettuce. Then I had some ground beef that I just happened to have in my fridge, so I luckily didn't have to buy any of that. I like just browned that up like normal, and then, or just like pretty basic. And then some Roma tomatoes, red onion. I chopped up a couple pickles. I added some sesame seeds, which was a nice touch. Because I mean, like on a bun, you would have sesame seeds. So I thought that would be good. And then, oh, a little bit of cheese, salt and pepper just to like season it. And that was all, but it was really, oh, and then I had this like burger sauce. Again, something I just happened to have on hand. That was pretty good. It's kind of like a mac sauce almost. But I kind of made a little bit like too much yesterday, which ended up working out well because then I could just have it for a quick lunch today. But I'm like basically taking my lunch like hour or whatever now, probably not a full hour, but I have like, I'm gonna eat this, and then I have like a bunch of garbage I need to take out that's kind of been piling up. You can see it a little bit in my kitchen. And shoot, what else was I gonna do during this time? I was just thinking about it. I turned on my fireplace because it's a little, like, I turned on my fireplace, which this is one of my favorite additions to my living room. It was just like a piece of furniture basically that I built, and then that came with that fireplace insert. It's chilly. It feels chilly. It's not even, I mean, it's cold. It's winter, but it's not that cold as compared to, yeah, it's 28, feels like 33 allegedly. I mean, compared to a couple days ago when it was like -20, but it feels cold in here. And I wonder if it's because I actually have all my blinds up in the living room. Because I have these like big bay windows that are, even though I sealed them, they are still a teeny bit drafty. So So I wonder if that's why it's kind of cold. And I also just haven't really been moving around. Anyway, so, oh, I'm also, this is another thing I wanted to do during my like lunchtime is I want to find a white wine sangria recipe to make for my Super Bowl party. I have a red wine. I was trying to figure out what kind of like a cocktail or drink I wanted to make. And then I found a red wine one. And then I want to find a white wine one with that. I'm just going to honestly end up probably freeballing it because I have like a lot of random liquors. So I don't want to buy another liquor that I'm not going to use. So I think I'm just going to do like a white wine with some rum because I have a couple bottles of rum that I got from Jamaica last year or the year before. And I have only opened one of them so far. So I think I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to like put together a recipe for that. Or just like look for one. And then actually my meetings in the afternoon ended up getting canceled, which is nice because I have some like work that I need to do. So it'll be nice to have some time to focus on them. And then sooner, in a minute, a couple hours, I'm gonna need to go pick up Rumi from doggy daycare and then she'll be back. Hopefully she'll have run out a lot of her energy. It's been, like I said, cold and like wet. And when it's like cold and wet out, she doesn't really like being outside. So we haven't gone on many long walks in the past like few days. So that's kind of why I wanted to take her to daycare so she could still run her energy out. So hopefully she'll be a little spent by the time she gets back and want to chill. But okay, I'm gonna enjoy this salad or burger bowl salad, whatever. I might watch like a YouTube video while I'm sitting here too, and then finish out the rest of my day. Thank you. It's just about 6:30. As you can see, I have recently showered. I had to wash my hair back. Like, it was getting bad. It was so frizzy. Like, it was bad. And I wanted to wash it yesterday, but when I showered, like, in the middle of the day, oh yeah, I think I mentioned that on the vlog. It was just, like, I didn't have a lot of time, so I kind of just literally had to take just, like, a quick shower. And then I was kind of wrapping up work and I knew I wanted to try to wash my hair today. And I was like, I literally have to get in the shower right now and do it or else I'll talk myself out of it again. So I did because I'm not really leaving the house again for the rest of the night. So but I'm glad that I did because it feels so much like it was so like when I was combing out my, like when I had the conditioner in and was like combing out the knots in my hair, I was like, dang, yeah, this is pretty bad. But I'm wrapped up with work for the day. Actually, I'm totally wrapped up. I like picked Rumi up and then came back and finished like a couple of things for like an hour or two. And then I am technically a new member of the junior league, like the Chicago chapter, obviously. And I just joined as of January. And so like the junior league but I'm still a new member because I have to go through like a new member process. And then I think in May or June is when I officially would become a member if I meet all my requirements. And so the junior league is kind of like, if you're not familiar with what it is, because I really wasn't either until one of my friends kind of introduced me to it. And it was kind of the perfect, oh shoot, I think I'm out of this. The perfect like thing of organization that I was looking for. I have learned that it's kind of different city to city, every chapter, but at the gist of it, it's like a women's leadership and volunteer organization. It kind of like gives sorority vibes, but like for adults. But like they have a ton of like, there's a lot. It's just a really good way to be involved like in your community with like volunteer opportunities, like educational things, blah blah blah. Anyway, all that to say, and I have actually an event I have to go to, or that I'm going to this weekend. But tonight they're having like a call. It's Black History Month, obviously. And this call is about like financial inequality within black and brown communities and how like what the junior league, it's specifically about like in Chicago though. I believe that's the gist. I mean, let me read the description before I just freeball it and make something up that's probably wrong. Okay, yeah, it does say financial inequality shapes daily decisions, access, and opportunity for many Black and brown families across Chicago. In this virtual fireside chat, members will hear directly from a community service leader about how economic barriers show up in real life and how those realities influence trust, participation, and outcomes in community-based programs. This conversation will focus on practical insight rather than theory, helping members better understand how service organizations can design programs, allocate resources, and show up in community spaces with greater awareness, intention, and impact. So basically like how to like not just be performative and actually like truly make an impact in your community in terms of like financial inequality, which is obviously like a huge issue nationwide, but in a city, especially like Chicago, it's like, it is an issue. So I'm excited. And I was kind of thinking about not joining because I'm just was like tired of looking at a screen. I like couldn't look at a screen anymore, I felt like today, but I was like, no, I can like do other stuff. And I was feeling like, oh, I want to wash my hair. I need to do this. I need to do that. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to like warm up some leftovers, some lasagna soup that I made a couple days ago. It's like the last of it. I might make some garlic bread actually really quick too. And then the call starts in like 10 minutes. Do that. My hair, I'm going to eventually diffuse my hair, but I'm going to let it air dry quite a bit too. But, so eat my soup probably while I'm listening to the talk, and then also start to work on some of those, like I said, my like Bad Bunny crafts that I didn't work on yesterday. Probably work on some of those during it too, and just kind of like wind down because I feel like really like I'm really wound up for some reason. I don't know why. So anyway, that's my plan for the rest of the evening, at least for the next few hours. And Rumi's already knocked out, as you just saw. I picked her up. She came home. This is kind of like always her routine after daycare. She eats her food. I give her a treat. Yeah, dang, this is empty. I need to like rebuy this. Give her a treat. She lays down and goes to sleep for the rest of the night. So we won't see Rumi again until tomorrow.
In the communities, I sit on the board of education, and not only that, just with
My hair is like partially drying and I look like a 5-year-old and my hair looks so short too. I mean, I should have diffused it, but I also decided I'm literally not going to unless I do it before I go to bed to get my like, because the roots are pretty, the root is pretty wet still. But anyway, is this camera dirty? Maybe a little bit. Okay, the night is like flying by, which I feel like always happens. But so that thing that I attended or that I listened in on it was really interesting. It ended up only being about a half hour, or it was maybe 40 minutes altogether. Like the speaker spoke for probably about 20-30 minutes, and then what was her name? And then they opened it up to questions. So other people that were also on the junior league, and there were a lot of provisional members, which is what I am too, like new members there. So Lamika Davis is who spoke. She's like local in Chicago. And she was like I joined like a couple minutes late, so I missed her intro. Oh, she's with the Hey Girl Foundation. Oh, she founded that foundation. It's to inspire, train, and equip our youth and young adults for the betterment of their future in our community. So she was talking I mean, it's like an important conversation to have. Like she was talking about like financial literacy in Black and Brown communities specifically, and just like because historically, like I know this is like my own experience too, like if you're like the community that you're like, if your family hasn't had like exposure to like didn't necessarily have like the exposure and the access to all these financial resources, then you are like, you don't have them either, and you have to find them and you have to figure it out. So which is something I've like spent a lot, like probably the past like I don't know 6 or 8 years of my life doing, and I feel like I've done a lot of financial education kind of on my own, mostly because I had to, because I was like, I can't continue to live like this. But it's not like anyone's fault. It's like in terms of like your family, it's just those are the circumstances that you have. And I even feel like I'm someone, like I do have a lot of privilege in general. I like have an education. I like my parents have educations. Like I have like a financial privilege now because I've like really clawed my way up to have like a really good salary. I'm a homeowner technically. So I can like recognize all of that privilege and realize like how important all of those things are to help me like live comfortably, and like so it's important for everyone to have access to those. So that was kind of the gist of it. So it was a really good talk. It was interesting. And also there's like interesting to keep in mind too with like, I feel like it's also very relevant for now, especially as like equality and equity continue to be like things that the government doesn't want people to have access to, even though it's everything like I just, but it's also because it's like I just said, people that haven't had the access can get the access and climb their way up, and they don't want that. And then, oh, I watched, okay, so, I mean, I don't know when I'll end up posting this video, so this might be old news by then, but the week that I'm recording this, it's been just a few days since Don Lemon was arrested, because he was arrested, what, on Saturday night? It's Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. And so he was on the Jimmy Kimmel show last night, and I just watched his interview on there. It was really good. I'm gonna maybe even link it in the description of this video, because I feel like it's something very important and good for people to watch right now, given the climate that we're living in, and especially just like his experience as a journalist with being arrested, which like, that's like, when I read that headline on Sunday, I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday morning. I think it was Saturday morning, whatever. That actually, I know it was Friday, I think. My jaw truly dropped, and like that actually, I feel like my stomach dropped. I was physically ill because I was like, this is bad. Like, this is not good. Like, that is like a really, really, if you really didn't think things were bad, or that things were contentious, like that should have been a huge wake-up call, that a journalist is getting arrested for literally doing their job and exercising their First Amendment right. Anyway, he did an interview on the Jimmy Kimmel show. It was really interesting, really good. And Don Lemon, I say what you want about Don Lemon. I mean, I like Don Lemon. I subscribe to his YouTube channel. I like watch it pretty regularly. He is honestly a class act, the way that he's handling this, because he is really like taking the moment to be like, let me educate people, but let me like take this moment, everyone's listening to me, and let me like let people know this is not right. So obviously there's only so much he could say because it is like an open case, but so I watched that, and then the like highlight of the evening, I finished making my little Bad Bunny Super Bowl cups. So I love making like custom DIYs for all of the okay, I say all the parties as if I have like a party every day, but for like, I love DIYs in general. Like, my home is full of DIYs. And so for this Super Bowl party I'm having tomorrow, I bought these green cups from the Dollar Tree, and then I printed these little footballs, and then I made these on Canva. This is the NFL logo, and it says Benito Bowl, and then I just took a picture of Bad Bunny. This is actually from the Super Bowl promo, and cut it out. And then I just used double stick tape to stick it to these cups. So I feel like these are so cute. I'm excited to have these. So, or like, stuff like this is kind of expensive, I feel like, for what it is, because this is a cup, it's literally going to get thrown away. And this probably cost me maybe $5 total to make, not even $5, maybe, to like make all of these. So for my housewarming party, I made a similar, like, I had clear cups, and then I had a picture of me from my closing printed out. Like, these are just the wallet prints from Walgreens, so it's 99 cents and less than that for a set of 4, like all 4 on like one sheet, and then you just trim them out. But I did that. So that was like, that didn't take me as long as I thought, because I actually cut out most of the pieces while I was watching the Grammys on Sunday. So it was just literally putting the stickers on there. But I kind of have like, yeah, but I'm glad that I did do that now that as I'm sitting in this downtime. But I think I'm actually going to start editing this vlog, because I'm also realizing, just since like a week in the life vlog is new to me, this is a lot of clips to keep up with. And then like, I don't want to wait till the end to start editing, because that will take forever. So I think I'm going to start editing this a little bit, so then I can maybe post it by next week. It's only 8 o'clock, or it's 8 o'clock now, so maybe we'll do that for like another hour. And I've just been watching like random YouTube videos. Like, I watched a video about the special election in Texas that happened yesterday, which I hadn't even heard about. Or there was a bunch of special elections that happened yesterday. I hadn't really been following them, and like they were some pretty big, like, Democratic wins, like big swings from counties that were like 15 points for Trump, and now they're like 15 points in the other direction for the Democratic candidate. So that's kind of crazy. But yeah, just like random stuff like that. But I'm probably gonna go to bed in a little bit and then do it all again tomorrow.
It's Monday. It's in the morning. It's pretty decently early still, but it is gloomy today, so it feels like the nighttime. Like I'm having a hard time waking up, and it's actually been pretty sunny well, except for that one day when it got dark so early. It's been sunny actually like most of the winter. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. So I feel like on days when it is gloomy, I do notice it a little bit more. I also feel validated because I saw was it on TikTok or did I read it? It might have been on TikTok that this is the coldest winter in Chicago in 12 years. Like I don't know if it was the coldest and the snowiest. If not for sure the coldest, maybe the snowiest too. So I was like, okay, I did feel like this winter was hitting a little bit harder than recent ones, and I feel validated in knowing that. But apparently reprieve is around the corner because next week it's about to start being pretty consistently like in the 40s, which I'll like a 30-degree winter day. 30-degree, like I'll take that any day. But anyway, I did run a quick errand this morning. I went to Dollar Tree. Also, like my hair finally dried, and I mean it's still a little like short. I mean I did get a haircut a couple months ago, but it feels like I feel like a new person compared to how like my hair has been the past few days. But anyway, I went to the Dollar Tree I bought another pack of those football plates. Oh wait, I don't even know if I showed them. Let me go grab them. These plates that are literally shaped like footballs, and it's a pack of 10 for $1, which is honestly a pretty good deal. So I bought a pack when I was there over the weekend, and I was like, okay, I don't want to have too many extras of these because at that time I thought there were only going to be maybe about 7 people coming to my party, and so I was like, okay, that's fine. And I have some other plates. Like I have just like a stash of plates that I bought last year for my housewarming party that I've just been using for any other parties I've had. So I was like, I'll just pull those out if we need any extras. But then a few more people have RSVP'd, so there's gonna be like maybe 12 or so people. And so I was like, okay, I will just go ahead and buy the other pack. I just didn't want, even though they're cheap, I just didn't want to have a bunch of extra. Like I don't know when I will use these football plates again. So anyway, I bought another pack of these. And then I also picked up, I think I bought some candy because I want to make, so I have this like commercial bingo game, and I think I want to have like prizes to incentivize people to be actively playing them. I think we'll do 2 rounds of prizes. So I bought some candy, and then I have some shooters, like little like alcohol shooters that I might make into like 2 little prize packs. I need to actually look in my stash and see what shooters I have left. But anyway, I did that, and I walked there and back. So I don't usually work out on Wednesday mornings. So I don't have a workout plan for today, but I'm still, like I said, a little bit sore, and I wanted to like get a little bit of some movement in because I don't think Romy's gonna want to go on a long walk today either. So I walked there and back. It's not a far walk, like it's not even a half mile each way. So it was like a 10 minutes. Yeah, it probably took me less than 10 minutes to walk there and back. My walk yesterday that walk is a little bit longer. That was maybe like a mile and a half or so, like round trip. But anyway, I walked there and back, which was nice to stretch my legs a little bit. It was starting to snow flurry again. I think I'm about to make breakfast. I have quite a few meetings again today for work, like a pretty full schedule. One of them though is like a meeting. It's more just like a call. It is a call for like a Black History Month call, and I am on like the leadership. Like I helped plan a lot of the Black History Month events that we're having this month. So I'm like on the like leadership team that helps to do those. And this one I want to join, but it's also like partially in person. So there's like a chunk, like it's like, it looks like it's 2 hours long, but it's not that long. It's probably an hour because a chunk of it is literally like the in-person people like having lunch and stuff, like people that are in the office. So I want to join that, but that's like a fake meeting, we'll say. The other ones I have are pretty real though. And I have like some work I need to do too. So I want to eat breakfast, and I'm like right now, and I probably will log on. I don't remember if I mentioned this at the beginning of my video, but my company that I work for is based on the West Coast. So I kind of like work a little, I usually start my day a little later in the morning and then work a little later in the evening to kind of like flex in between those hours. So that's why I do so many random activities in the morning. Oh, I did also start editing this vlog. I think I mentioned that I was going to do that last night, and I also dramatically think I said, wow, this is just, it's going to take me forever. It's so many clips. It took me maybe 20 minutes to edit just the first day, so Monday. It is a lot of clips, but they're so short, and it was like easy to edit them together, so it wasn't really that bad. So I think what I'm going to do is edit like tonight I'll probably edit Tuesday, and then I'll edit like basically every day. I'll edit like the day before's footage, so then I'll be able to still post it in like a decent amount of time. So it was not as dramatic or hard as I thought it would be. Okay, let me make some breakfast. Remi's still sleeping. It's like she sleeps pretty late, and I actually need to take her out though kind of soonish too, because like I said, I have all those meetings. So like if I don't take her out at the beginning of the day, I don't know when she's gonna be able to go out. But okay, let me get my day started. I'm starving. Let me make some breakfast. Okay, so it's, oh, let me take these headphones off. It is literally feels like the middle of the night. It's 6 p.m. Well, 6:01 on the dot. I literally haven't done anything all day but work. I just walked away from my desk. And those days are kind of draining to me. I mean, I know obviously that's literally the whole point. We work so that you can have money to live, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like I was staring at my computer so much today. I had a handful of meetings. And I didn't even, that one that I mentioned, that like Black History Month one, I didn't even get to join it. Like I did, and there were technical difficulties. Like they couldn't really stream what was going on in the room to everyone on Teams. Which I'm like, did nobody troubleshoot this before? So we all like left the meeting. So I didn't even get to hear about it. And it seemed like it was gonna be really interesting. And then I had like just I don't know, some other meetings. And then I was just doing this thing that like, I'm just going to go ahead and call it busy work, because that's basically what it was for probably the past like 2 hours. And I'm not someone that likes doing stuff like that. So like I had been putting it off honestly all day, because I just don't like doing stuff like that. So I really was putting it off. And I was like, I have to start this now, because like I have to finish it today. And then I like locked in. I listened to 2 albums, or no, 1.5 basically. I listened to Elevating the Art of Loving, of course, and then, because that just like always gets me in a good mood. It's such a roller coaster of emotions, but it gets me in a good mood. I was locked in. And then I started listening to Ari Lennox's new album, which I've been wanting to listen to anyway, and I think I'm about halfway. I'm only on track 5. I felt like I was listening to this for a while. These songs must be long. Yeah, because there's 10 more songs left, and only 50, and this whole album is only 50 minutes. So those first few songs must have been long. I mean, so far I like it. Honestly, a lot of the songs sound the same. I can't believe I only listened to 5 songs. But I'm going to continue listening to it. I'm about to actually take Rumi on a walk. I mean, it's dark outside. I guess it is 6 o'clock, so that makes sense. She like wants to go out, so I might, actually, no, I'm probably not going to listen to it on my walk. Or maybe I will. I kind of want to listen to a podcast, because since I haven't been going to work out the past 2 days. Oh my God, I think I see a spider on my ceiling. No. Okay, I have to kill that spider. Or release that spider. I'm gonna kill it. I feel like I have been like not like listening to podcasts like I normally do. I was listening. I actually have been listening to this podcast episode for 2 days, and I think I'm almost finished with it. It's from the podcast. It's Wesley Morris's podcast. Oh, Cannonball, and they're talking about Marty Supreme, which I saw as well. I thought it was good. I didn't realize it was going to be such a polarizing movie. I didn't think it was like the best movie I'd seen all year. I didn't think it was the worst movie I'd seen all year. It's the first thing I saw Timothée Chalamet in ever. I thought it was like a good, like a fine film. But anyway, that's kind of like what they're talking about on that podcast episode. I think what I'm going to have for dinner tonight is just a frozen pizza. Keep it simple, because it's already kind of late. I haven't started even like prepping anything. And honestly, this is probably the last night that I'm going to make dinner for the rest of the week. I mean, it is Wednesday, but okay, I got to take care of this spider before it takes care of me. Take little Rumi girl out. And then I don't know what I'm going to do this evening, like what my like productive task of the evening is going to be, aside from editing a little bit of my vlog. But this day was just kind of took a lot out of me anyway. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling really tired this morning. I mean, like, even my Oura Ring readiness was pretty low. So it was like basically like, girl, you need to slow down, or you need to lay down, relax a little bit, which I do lean into that messaging when they give it to me, because I'm like, you know what, I do. But anyway, so last night when I was like, oh, I don't really know what productive thing I'm gonna do, blah 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 blah, I forgot that I had planned on giving Rumi a bath this week, and like I specifically was going to do it last night because I was kind of like one of the last free nights I had for the rest of the week. And so I did give her a bath. It is a traumatic experience for the both of us, so I'm glad we got through it. We made it through to the end, and because she just like hates getting a bath. So I did that, and then I talked to my sister on the phone for a little while, and then I was like, all right, I need to wrap it up and go to bed, because I went to a Bunda class this morning, which I actually had planned on canceling because like early on, either it was like Monday night or Tuesday, I was like, I don't think I can go back to that class on Wednesday because I was still so sore. But then I got an email yesterday from the studio. Yeah, it would have been yesterday from the studio, saying, basically giving a heads up, like, oh, these side streets are going to be closed right around the studio because they're filming an episode of Chicago Med. And I said, you know what, maybe I will go to that class because I need to see this in real time. Because I watch Chicago Med, Chicago PD. I am one Chicago head, if you will. I've watched them both for years at this point now. And I have seen them film a couple times before, but like really from a distance, because they film often in my neighborhood actually. And so it is cool to watch episodes when I'm like, oh yeah, I remember seeing that. Or it's like I see a clip of something where I'm like, oh yeah, that's right on the block for me, but I didn't see them filming it. Anyway, so I go to the class, and like I ended up being in the area, like getting there a little bit early because the trains were just coming perfectly on time this morning. It is rush hour on a weekday, and like since I don't commute anymore, I kind of forget they do come pretty fast at that time. So I ended up being there like almost 10 minutes early, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna like walk around, because I kind of assumed they would have been filming. There's like brownstones and houses like right around like on the block behind the studio, so I figured that's where they would be filming, like maybe at like Dr. Charles's house or something like that, just like thinking it's a scene outside of the hospital. But so, and then when I turned the corner, those streets are literally all blocked off. There was like police and then people, like production people standing there kind of like blocking the sidewalks from walking that way. So I was like, shoot, okay, I'm not going to do that. Then I go to walk into like the plaza, because that area right there is really where the Bunda is. It's randomly, there's like 3 or 4 strip malls with parking lots, which is so weird and random. And so I like was going into like the strip mall where the studio is, and I see this huge sign that's like, or a bright orange sign that says like Med set, and I was like, oh my god, I'm literally on the set right now. I think turns out they're filming literally in the parking lot right outside of the studio. So I'm like, you see the whole crew set up and everything. It was really, really cool. And then I'm like sitting inside the studio, and everyone, they must have just started filming because everyone was kind of like looking like they were just starting to lock in to see like what's going on outside. I'm in the studio. Then I'm looking out, trying to like scan and see like, okay, what are they filming, who's here, like where are my people that I'm looking for, like the characters from the show. And then I see Jay and Haley from Chicago PD. So like all my Chicago PD heads, but there's probably, I don't know how many of people watch Chicago PD, how many people that watch my videos watch Chicago PD, but they've left both of them left a few seasons ago. So that felt like a immediate spoiler. So I sent a picture to my mom and then 2 of my friends that also watch Chicago PD and Med, and I'm like, you guys, spoiler alert, Jay and Haley are coming back. I'm literally watching this being filmed right now. And I even said it out loud in the studio, but no one watched it. So the people weren't getting it. And I'm like, no, you guys, this is cool. This is like this is monumental. So then my class started shortly after. And then there was like a girl that came in who she does watch it. So we were both kind of like, wow, this is so cool. And then we did our whole class, left. They were still filming out there, filming the same scene. That episode though, and then one of my friends that I texted, and she was saying like, she was like, I just saw an episode or a preview saying like, because I'm like, oh, it has to be a crossover episode then, because if they're saying that this is a Med episode but these are PD characters. And then she said, I just saw a preview for a crossover episode of Chicago Med and PD, and they are saying Jay and Haley are coming back, and it comes out on March 4th. So honestly, that's a really fast turnaround. That's basically a month, pretty much exactly. So I cannot wait to see that. So I thought that was really cool. I was glad I went to my class. It also was a really good workout too. I am like, my muscles are feeling like, we're feeling a little tired, and I'm doing my I think I already mentioned this, but I'm doing on every Friday I do an advanced like level 2 reformer class at Club Pilates. And when I was doing Bunda more regularly, or when I was kind of like starting to do it, and I would really struggle in my like level 2 classes. So I'm trying to, which I know you have to like kind of push through that endurance to like build up your stamina, push through that to build up your endurance. So I think I might do my sauna blanket today to like let my muscles rejuvenate a little bit, and hopefully that will help. excuse me, I do have way less meetings today, so that's good too. So I can like try to get some work. I made my smoothie this morning that I make pretty often throughout the week. So anyway, I'm about to lock in to work and like really jumpstart my day.
I suppose this film is kind of about the moment when like art and capitalism. I know. I know.
It's officially my favorite day of the week, of the work week, which is Friday. So TGIF. This week has felt, I say this I think every week, but I'm gonna say this felt like a pretty long week. So I'm really ready to wrap it up. But I went to my Pilates class this morning and it honestly was, I still struggled a little bit, but it wasn't as bad as like maybe how I was expecting it and like what I remembered from the like a few months ago when I was doing both Pilates and Bunda. So I do think that the sauna blanket helps. So I'm gonna keep that in mind and try to do that. Like honestly, after probably maybe every Bunda class that I go to, I just have to be better about planning out when to do that, because like I need a shower after doing that because you do sweat a lot. I really love my sauna blanket. I got mine. I will include a link to it in the description, but I bought mine during a Black Friday sale, and I even forget the name of the brand. It's like, it's not one of the like big ones, but it was under $200. I think I paid like maybe 150, 170 altogether with like the accessories that I bought, and I do like it. I was in a habit of using it probably like twice a week for a while, pretty consistently, and I fell off, but now I think I'm gonna start using it again because it does help with just like relaxing in general, like muscle, like how your muscles feel. It's also good just like for your mind, body, soul. So anyway, I did do that, and I did struggle a little bit, like I said, in the class because it was a hard class, but not as bad as, I feel like I didn't have to like make as many modifications or take as many breaks as I had back in my like back a while ago. So I will keep doing that, I think. And then I like made a little breakfast, showered, got ready, about to start my work day. But I wanted to give a quick review of that movie that I went to last night. I really liked it. It actually has some pretty mixed reviews. I thought it was funny. Like, I was exactly what I was expecting it to be. It was a mockumentary. Okay. Like, it's not like I thought it was going to be some like Sinners or something like that. I thought Charlie XCX did a pretty good job acting. Like, that's, I think, the first time she's ever acted. Granted, she was basically playing like a dramatized version of herself. I thought it was still pretty good. It was like she was poking a lot of fun at herself, I thought, and just like the music industry, I feel like in general, which I kind of liked and I thought was cool. And also was just like kind of fun to watch, again, from my opinion. So I really liked it. I thought it was good. I ended up getting to eat wings, buffalo wings, and a Caesar side salad. The wings, okay, the wings used to be one of my favorite things at Alamo. The ones I had last night were kind of subpar, so I don't know if that was a one-off or if like the quality is kind of like going down, but I wasn't like loving them. I mean, I obviously still ate them and they were fine, but they weren't as good as they have been in the past. And it has been a minute since I've had them, now that I'm thinking about it. And then on the way home, or then I stopped by Insomnia cookies on my way out, because it's like right outside of Alamo. That's kind of like part of my movie routine a lot of the time, is to like stop by and get a sweet treat to eat like as I like take the train or walk home. And I got 2 cookies. I got, what did I get? Oh, Snickerdoodle, and then one of the like holiday or seasonal ones. I think it's for like Valentine's Day. It's like a red velvet cookie with cream cheese chips, basically, or cream cheese like pieces. It didn't taste like cream cheesy as I thought it would be, but it was really good. Would have it again and would recommend it. So anyway, I do have a couple of meetings today, which usually on Fridays we don't have meetings. That's like kind of a part of our policy, is no meetings on Fridays. I don't know what happened this week. Actually, the past few weeks I've had meetings on Fridays. Not like a horrible amount. But then after that, you know what? I'm free. It's the weekend. I can do whatever I want. Well, within reason. And I do kind of have a lot of plans for the upcoming weekend somehow. So anyway, let me start my work day.
All right, somehow the sound from this clip, and actually a clip I had recorded right before this, completely disappeared. So I'm doing a quick voiceover while I'm editing. But anyway, what I was getting ready for this night was to go to a speed dating event, which I was like, why did I like barely remember signing up for this, and I don't know who I was who I was or what I was thinking when I did. But anyway, I'm gonna do it because it sounds fun. I was going by myself, and it was like somewhere kind of close by in my neighborhood, but I was doing a quick, I think, outfit check here. So that leopard print like mesh turtleneck that I had on, I've been wearing a lot actually in a couple of recent videos. If you watched them, you've probably seen it there. These are a pair of jeans that I tried on earlier in the week in that Old Navy haul, and then a little thin belt. I was wearing, oh, these studded loafers that I got when I went to Austin a couple months ago. I really like them. Been wearing them pretty frequently, but it was a little slick out, so I was nervous that they might be slippery. This Coach crossbody bag that's just from the outlet. And it was small, so I didn't really need much to take with me anyway. And then this jacket, this teddy coat, I believe it's from Old Navy too, but I was trying to decide if it was too short because it was only going to my waist, and I thought it was like a little bit chilly out. So I was like, maybe I might change as I'm on my way out the door. But anyway, I think that was the gist of what I said in that clip. I hope so. I'm sure it wasn't anything too memorable in case I forgot. But I was actually, this is what I was talking about. I was trying to take like the train there because I didn't want to Uber there and back, but I was getting a little tight on time and not sure if I'd actually have the time to do that because I was gonna have to transfer to a bus to get there too, like just for a few stops. But anyway, I think that was the gist of it. Let's get back to the live part of the vlog. Okay, so basically as soon as I stepped outside, I realized I actually don't have time to take the bus slash train. So instead I am gonna take an Uber. Oh, and I did end up going with that long jacket. So I requested like a wait and save because now I technically was like, if I just took it's only like a 15-minute drive, so I would have ended up being early by like getting there by car, or like too late by the train, hashtag city problems. So I'm just gonna do a wait and save Uber. It's also like a few dollars cheaper, but anyway, I will be there on time regardless. It is a little chillier out than I thought too. It is officially my favorite part of the week, and that is Saturday morning. Saturday mornings are, I feel personally, when I'm the most free. I haven't worked that day, don't have to work that day or the next day. And if you have no plans, you can literally make a Saturday whatever you want it to be. I don't know, it's like truly my favorite. It's so liberating. It's my favorite part of the week. Anyway, today though, I actually do have plans this morning. Morning, 11 o'clock this morning. It's like 10 something right now. I just dropped Rumi off at doggy daycare, and I am going to, it's a brunch, I think technically, like a new member brunch for the junior league today. I think this is this is the second event I've been to like as a new member, like been to in person. I hope that they really do truly have food, because sometimes when people say brunch, it's like pastries and something, because I'm starving. I haven't eaten yet today, but I also feel like it's 11 to 1, which that's like prime like lunch eating time. So anyway, I'm doing that today, so I need to leave probably in like 20 minutes, because I really do want to take the bus there, and it takes about 20 minutes to take the bus for me to get there on the bus. But anyway, so the speed dating thing I went to last night, honestly it was a fun experience, which I figured that it would be. It was like, I don't know, to me it felt pretty low stakes. Like you just go, the worst that can happen is nothing. And I don't know, you just show up, have fun, talk to people. That's literally it. And talking to people is one of my many strengths, as you may have picked up from watching my YouTube channel, because I'm not even talking to anyone, I'm just talking to myself. But it was, so it was at Half Acre, which is a brewery, and I think it's technically in Andersonville. I've never been there before. I have been past there. It's actually not too far from where I take Rumi to doggy daycare, and I actually took her to like a puppy training at the Urban Pooch that's right over there. So it was there. There were maybe about, if I had to guess, between 30 to 40 people. And so not a ton of people. And they did say a few people canceled at like the last minute. And there were more women than men. There must have been about 3 more women than men, because so it was really interesting like how the setup worked. Like I think I said I'd been to speed dating before, but back before technology existed basically. And you like go in, they have an app that I already had to like set a profile up in, and that I'd already had a profile set up in. And so in the app, you throughout the night you get like your match, or who you're matched with, or your dates or whatever, like what table you go to and who you're meeting at that table. It like pops up in the app, and it's based on like compatibility based on the survey questions. And so like when I first got there, kind of just like sat around. It's like a mixer, basically, they said, for like a half hour, or it was maybe truly about 20 minutes because it was like as people were checking in. And so I did talk to some like nice ladies, which I knew that was, like I said, at least the very least I'll meet some nice ladies, which women are always just like so friendly and easy to talk to, I feel like, in general. So that was fun. That was nice. And a couple of them have been to like quite a few of these, they said. And they did say that like this group was like the most organized out of them. So then the first like I think it was 10 rounds total. The first 3 rounds, or the first 2 rounds, I'm sorry, I was on a break. That basically means there was no one for me to like be with or to be matched up with. I think just, again, based because there were more men than women. And I say that I think there were 3 more women than men because every time that I was on like said break, there were 3 of us, 3 other women. And then I met like 8 different people. It was, I mean, there wasn't any, even like when we were sitting around before it started, it's like, yeah, there's no one, like, not to be super superficial, but like obviously attraction is a part of dating. No one that I was like, oh, that person's really, it seems really interesting and attractive. It was not very diverse either, which I think I'd read in some of the reviews. One other woman that was Black, there were no Black men that were there, and like a couple of like Hispanic men, maybe a couple of Asian, like 2 like Southeast Asian men, and then everyone else was white. So that was interesting. Kind of, as I was, like I said, I went into it being like, this is just like an activity to do, something fun to experience and try. There wasn't anyone that I was like super blown away with, that I was like, oh, if I never speak to this person again, my heart will be broken. I did get 2 matches technically. They were one of the guys I was like, he was just interesting to talk to. I don't know if I would actually like truly want to date him. He was really good at carrying on conversation, which for any women that are single, especially I feel like in their 30s and 40s, men that know how to carry on conversations are a rare breed, unfortunately, that are also single. And then this other guy that was like, he was just really nice. And it was funny because like I said, I can chat with anyone. I'm talking to myself right now, talking to this camera. All of the people, all the men that I like went on the, like, they're also all 6-minute dates. And I was like, oh, 6 minutes, I can talk to about anything for 6 minutes. They were like, wow, this is such a great conversation. You're so great to talk to. And I was like, well, yeah, I know. But like, we're obviously, because unfortunately I am very chatty and can talk to anyone about anything for any amount of time. So like my approach to dating has been for the past like multiple years, but especially in this past couple years, like I really like my life. I like the life that I have built for myself. It's very full, it's very fun. I think I have a lot of great relationships that are not romantic that like are good for me. So it would be great. Well, yes, it would be great to meet someone at the same time, not just anyone. And like, if it's not right, it's not right. I'm not like in a hurry. Like, I feel like at this age, because I think I said yesterday I was 37. If you watch my channel, you would already know that. But like, I feel like people can start to feel very pressured to be like, I gotta meet someone, I gotta meet someone, I gotta meet someone, and meet just anyone. And I actually feel the exact opposite of that, and that like, I have made it this far in my life. I have this life that I like, that I'm able to take care of myself, sustain myself. I don't want to just blow all that up and give it up for just anyone. Like, it needs to be the right person that actually is right for me, makes my life better and bigger and more like, and like brings a lot of love and gives the same amount that I give into everything. And I am truly a lover girl at heart. That's with friends, family, anyone. So that is kind of hard sometimes, and even in friendships and stuff too, because I do give a lot to people. That's just my nature. And like, people don't always give that in return. So you can't just like be giving that out for free all the time. It's like kind of how I feel. So anyway, I would do something like that again. And then it was over maybe about like 9-ish. I did grab some food to go from there. I got a pimento cheese dip, and then came home, went to sleep, took Rumi to doggy daycare this morning, and now I'm getting ready to go to that brunch. So I'm gonna finish doing my makeup. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna wear today. It's cold out today. It's in the teens. This is like like today and tomorrow, it's gonna be cold, like 20 degrees and under, but sunny. But this is like our last cold plunge, I'll say, until starting next week. It's like back into the 40s pretty consistently. It seems like all the way through March. So I think we made it through the toughest part of winter. Hallelujah, hallelujah. I shouldn't say that out loud, like, not jinx, knock on wood.
Also, who knows what April could bring, because like it has snowed in May before, so you just truly never know. But anyway, I'm gonna finish getting ready. I also today, like, I'm gonna go to that brunch. I think I'm gonna stop by Trader Joe's on my way home because I want to pick up a couple other things to like prep for my party. And then when I get back, I'm probably gonna spend the rest of the day until I need to go pick Rumi up, like straightening up, prepping some food and stuff for my party, editing my vlog a little bit, and then we'll see where the rest of the day takes us. Here's what I ultimately landed on. Yet again, another head to toe Old Navy look. Honestly, I feel like, I mean, I love this shirt. It's a really nice like mock, I don't know if this is a mock neck, whatever. Basic white tee or long sleeve shirt. But I will say almost every single time I wear this, I end up spilling something on it. So we'll see what happens. And then this necklace, I think I vlogged the day that I got this, which was like a few years ago at this point, from this like vendor in Chelsea Market in New York. It's like they're like custom, I guess you could say, jewels. They're all like Virgo pieces, basically. These are a pair of the jeans that I just tried on the other day. My tried and true silver Puma sneaks. And then I'm gonna wear this jacket. I feel like it jazzes it up a little, dresses the look up slightly, just a bit. I still have all my stuff in that bag that I was carrying last night, so I'm just gonna bring that, and like I don't really need it much for this anyway. I wonder though, I should try to bring a reusable bag with me if I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's on my way home. But I actually like am kind of running perfectly on time, so I should be able, hopefully the bus is coming shortly, not too soon, because obviously I'm not outside yet, and I'll be able to get there kind of just like right around 11. But I'm excited for this. I think I know one or two of the other women that will be there. I don't think my friend Nina is going. I don't think she's going, but I know a couple other people that I've met at some of the other events I think will be there too. It's well into the afternoon now. It's 2:45. I'm back home. I'm actually so tired, but I mean, I guess it's been what, 4 hours since I left. So I went to the junior league brunch. It was actually really fun. There was one woman that I had met previously, and so I was talking to her for a little bit, and then there were a couple other girl. I feel like I call people girls that are my age, like girls, but I'm like, we actually are women. Like I'm literally almost 40 or like pushing 40. But like girls just seems fun. So anyway, a couple girls that I recognized from like another session I went to, but I hadn't talked to them before, but I was like, oh, those are familiar faces. Then I met a couple new people. So there was no food, like actual food there though. There were some like mini donuts, and then some Madeline cookies, cuties, and some goldfish, but like in individual packets of the goldfish. So I did eat quite a bit of the Madeline because I was so hungry. And I mean, I ran the risk. I knew it was possible there wouldn't really be food there. And then I was there for maybe almost 2 hours. And then I did stop by Trader Joe's on my way home. Well, first I went to Sephora because there's a Sephora right by there. And I ran out of my leave-in conditioner the other day. So I was like, okay, I may as well just stop by in here. And there were a few other things I kind of wanted to get to. I'm gonna do this entire haul laying on my couch. So I got some Vegamore, the leave-in conditioner, and then I'm about to run out of this too, like this micellar water, the Sephora collection brand, or the one from Sephora collection, which I really like this and it's inexpensive. My favorite vitamin C serum that I've been out of for a while, this is from Innisfree. It's the vitamin C brightening serum. I've been out of that for like maybe almost a month now. And then this is something new that I'm trying to Sephora, also from Sephora collection. It's from the Lift and Firm line. It's the plumping boosting serum. So I had been using for a while like a neck serum or like an anti-aging serum on my neck because I am starting to get some like fine line. The texture of the skin is just not as nice as it used to be. And the one that I've been using, it's like $50 to buy a refill. So I'm going to try this one out in the meantime. It's like 20 something dollars, I think. And then I also just got these foot masks because I like these and they're pretty nice. And my feet are a little dry right now. So like I might not use them today. Or maybe I will because I'll probably shower later today, like this evening, and then I might put them on or put one of them on. So I did that. Went to Trader Joe's. I got everything that I needed, or I got everything I was planning on getting from there. I do still kind of need to go to the grocery store to Jewel to stop by and pick up a couple of things. I might either go there tonight or later today, or I might just go tomorrow. I was planning on going to a workout class tomorrow morning, but I kind of don't think I want to go now. I actually don't really like working out on the weekends, like at all. I just like to stick to working out during the week. But I had signed up for a Bunda class at 8 a.m. tomorrow. I mean, it's only 2:45 today, but I'm feeling like I don't want to go.
And I honestly, I'll see what I get accomplished tonight in terms of like my party prep, because it might be worth it to just not go. But I need to try to get in my 8 classes before the end of the month, like for my membership. So this is the thing. This is like kind of why I initially canceled my membership or froze it, because I just wasn't going enough. I didn't feel like I was going enough to like justify the membership. So, and here I am doing it yet again. Anyway, so I'm gonna sit here for maybe like 5-10 more minutes. Maybe I'll sit here till 3. That's 13 minutes. Then I'm gonna get up. I need to put those groceries away that I got at Trader Joe's. I'm gonna probably straighten up, vacuum a little bit, and then start like maybe laying, just like getting myself organized for what I need to do for tomorrow. Because I don't really need to clean. Like my bathroom's a little, like I need to wipe down my bathroom, but otherwise it's more so I just need to like straighten up. Oh, do want to send out, I'm actually going to do that while I'm laying here, a reminder like through the app for my party, because I kind of want to ask people to take their shoes off when they get here tomorrow. And I just want to make sure people know that ahead of time, just because of this like slush and salt that's out on the street. So I want to send out a reminder about that. But in the meantime, we rest. It's like 7 p.m. Oh, it's 7:30 actually. This day has been flying by. I did lounge on the couch for a bit, and I honestly straightened up quite a bit, except for my bedroom. And I'm looking at my living room right now. I rearranged my living room to figure out like where I was going to set up my table, like my kitchen table, because that's where I'm going to put all the food and stuff. And then tried to make sure I had space for the food. I vacuumed my couch and everything too. Went to go pick up Rumi. Went to Jewel to pick up a few things. I have that sweatshirt on again that I had on the other day, mostly because like I had that white shirt on and I knew I was gonna get something. Oh, I put it on to layer up when I went to go pick up Rumi, and then also kept it on because I didn't want to get my white shirt dirty. Anyway, I have the brownies in the oven. I haven't made brownies in years, and they're just like from the box. I forgot how easy it was. It's literally 3 ingredients: the brownie mix, oil, and an egg. Oh, and water. So those are baking now. I'm about to mix up the sangria. So oh, you can't even see. Can I bring it down? Maybe a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put it in this pitcher. This is a pitcher I've had for a while. I found this recipe online somewhere random, and so I basically just make double the recipe. So okay, it's 2 bottles of wine. Of red wine. I'm just using, this is the $2 truck. Well, now it's what, $3 or something, the Charles Schwab red blend from Trader Joe's. So I'm gonna do 2 full bottles of that. I think I'm supposed to do this first, or was I supposed to put the fruit in first? See, here's the thing about me and recipes. I just kind of freeball it. Oh, no. Okay. You do add the wine first. Okay, I'm going to do the second bottle of wine. Okay, this is already almost full. Okay. Bottle of wine, half a cup whiskey. I'm actually going to do a full cup since I'm doing the double recipe. And I just bought this bourbon. It's a bourbon whiskey from Trader Joe's too. It's like the Trader Joe's brand, I think. Or no, this is Kentucky Best actually. I thought that I picked up the Trader Joe's brand. I think this was sitting next to the Trader Joe's brand, and this one was the cheapest. That's why I went with it, because I do have some other bourbon. I don't have enough to make this, and that bourbon that I have is nice. It's like Buffalo Trace. My mom bought it the last time she was here. Shoot. I can't open this, and so no offense to my friends, but I was not about to put it in this sangria, and this bourbon's pretty good too. So I'm going to do a full cup of this. I guess I could have had enough of the bourbon I have. It just would have been, I wouldn't have had any left over. And then I'm going to do some orange juice. It says 3 cups. That feels like a lot of orange. Well, a cup and a half, but I would do 3 cups. That feels like a lot of orange juice. It would be very sweet because you also add sugar too. Maybe I will add the full amount of orange juice because I actually don't think I have enough sugar. I'm gonna do 2.5 cups. Okay, this is already extremely full. As far as full, I mean like the vessel. Like look how full it is, the pitcher. And then it says add 1/4 cup of sugar. So that would be 1/2 cup of sugar. That is a lot of sugar. And I didn't realize I was so low on sugar, and I should have gotten some when I was at Jewel. So I'm just gonna add what I have left, which honestly might not even be 1/4 cup. It'll be sweet enough. So I'm also gonna add a bunch of fruit. Okay, so it's barely 1/4 cup of sugar, so like not even enough to fulfill the recipe, but whatever. If it's too sweet, I can get more sugar tomorrow. Okay, and then mix this all up. And I cut up a bunch of fruit. I cut up some gala apples. Are these gala apples? Yeah, gala apples and pears. So I'm gonna add that in here too. I mean, I cut up 2 apples and 1 pear. I'm gonna for sure put the pear. Probably put too much because I don't know if this lid will, oh yeah. This is like the perfect amount. I'm gonna stir that just a little bit. And now I'm gonna let this sit in the fridge overnight so that all of the flavors like blend together. This is so full. I maybe didn't need to make double the recipe. I mean, it's pretty full because I'm also gonna make a rum punch too. So maybe I didn't need to do like that, but not everyone likes sangria. And the thing is, like, I will drink this if, like, not the whole thing, but I'll drink whatever is left over because I do like sangria, so it's not that big of a deal. Okay, so that's done. And then next, I think I'm gonna clean up this mess that I just made. Next, I'm going to prep the little smokies. Actually, I might take a break because, well, I'm gonna clean up. These apples are good. I need to eat something, actually. As usual, I always panic thinking I don't have enough time to do everything. This is taking me like no time. This is actually all really easy. So I say now because, yeah, I'm gonna prep the little smokies. So then tomorrow I'll just have to throw them in the oven. It'll take a while to wrap the bacon around them, so I do kind of want to do that tonight. And then, so then tomorrow I'll just have to make the sliders and the chorizo, and that will be super easy. All right, let me get back to this. Happy Sunday. It's like the end or the beginning of the week, depending on how you look at it. For me, I consider this the end of the week, like true end of the week. I'm out on a little walk right now. So like I said yesterday, I was planning originally on going to a workout class today, and then I just wasn't really feeling it last night. I felt like I was putting too much pressure on myself of doing that and like kind of everything else I want to do for the week or for today to prep for my party. And I was having cramps too. So I just was like, I don't need to do that. But I decided to go on a pretty long walk, and I have my weighted vest on. It snowed again, as you probably saw in some of my clips. Oh, my camera's a little dirty. Let's see. Okay, that's a little better. There's also just the glare of the sun behind me. Snowed a little bit again last night, but it's like I'm getting a little hot because I have my like big parka on and a scarf and a sweatshirt and then the weighted vest. So still doing too much, but that's the name of the game for me. That's who I am. But anyway, I need to go back to Jewel just to pick up a couple more things. Like I ran out of sugar. I didn't have I had a quarter of the amount of sugar that I needed for that recipe of sangria, and I just made it anyway, and then I tasted it and it was just it needs a little sweetness. And I'm gonna pick up some sugar, and I feel like there's one other thing I have it on my list, but I kind of forget off the top of my head. And then by like the afternoon, I will kind of start making some of that stuff. I think it's about maybe 8-9 o'clock right now. So probably take Rumi out again in a little bit and then truly get into the party prep. But right now I'm listening to an Apple Music playlist. It's like a Bad Bunny Road to the Halftime Show just to like set the vibe. So anyway, honestly, I'm getting a little out of breath. Let me get back to my walk. Okay, so I am about to, or I've started actually already icing these football shaped brownies, and I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of impressed with myself. I wasn't gonna film myself doing this because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I've never done anything like this before, but they're not looking bad. Hold on, let me adjust the camera. These are the 2 I've done so far. Honestly, these look good. So I think I said this yesterday, but I just baked brownie, I mean, obviously it's not very many, it's only 6, but I baked a pan of brownies in like a 9x13 pan, and then I had a cookie cutter that was this shape, and then so I just cut out the brownies. I have a ton of extra pieces like from the edges and stuff, and then I have this like white cookie icing, and I was actually not going to do this until like kind of close to party started, but then I was reading the instructions and it says it actually takes like a few hours to set, so I just decided to start doing it now. So I'm going to finish these last 4. This is way easier than I thought. I always have an attitude of everything can be figured out, like just try. And I have that attitude because it's gotten me very far in life, because I've never iced, literally done anything like this. And here we are making it happen. So let me finish the rest of these. It also was taking me way less time than I thought. I thought this would take a while. It's taking me like maybe 30 seconds to do those two. So let's finish out the rest. Taken it too far by trying to like draw football plays, but I think we'll get the idea. I just had a couple like those pieces. Okay, this looks horrible, but these pieces seemed like decent enough sizes, like size to like use for something still. So anyway, these are all done. These pieces, this like got stuck to something, so whatever. I was gonna try to draw something in there, but I felt like that was just doing way too much. Anyway, now I'll set these to the side and let them cool. The ham and cheese sliders, which these are the same ones I made on my if you watched my vlog for my housewarming party over the summer, it's the same exact recipe that I'm making for those. And I'm yet again a little bit ahead of schedule. I mean, I say that now, but it's actually 2:45 already. And I mean, I did shower, but I still need to like fully get ready. I did set up, oh, I'll show you I set up like a little like banner that I got for some decor. It says game time, and then that's like I don't really know much about sports, but this is obviously like the yard lines. So I did have to assemble this, which I didn't really read the directions close enough or the listing when I bought it, but I mean, it was $3, so I thought it was too good to be true. But then it was kind of nice because I could make the design like look however I wanted. So I did that. I like set up my table here. I usually always put craft paper down when I host, so then it's like easy to clean up after. And then this little like runner here is basically the gist of what I've done so far. And I guess I actually kind of need to get back to it and get real. Didn't do anything. I forgot that I like said that I was gonna vlog my
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susie.
So the week is over. It's actually a totally new week now, but I'm back to close out the vlog. Also, my hair looks a little crazy. But because like last night was yesterday, like basically from afternoon until the night was a little bit of a whirlwind, so I forgot to come back on, and I was so tired I passed out. Like the moment everyone left my house, I was maybe asleep in like 10 minutes. But anyway, okay, so since I was last on, obviously I had the party. I was really like, remember how I was like, oh, I feel like I have so much time. That was all a lie, because I was like feet to the fire. I don't know what happened. This always happens to me. So suddenly like an hour went missing in the day, and I literally like I went to 7-Eleven, which is only like maybe 2 blocks from where I live, at like 4:40. So I was like, okay, I need to pick up I wanted to get some ice because I was gonna like, I had some high noons and seltzers and stuff that I was gonna just like put on ice out for people. But I like wanted to grab a bag of ice, and I was like, okay, I have to do that now. And I still like didn't have any makeup on. Was I wearing this hoodie yesterday? Yeah, I was. I just threw this on again really quick this morning to take Rumi out. I had this still on. Like everything just wasn't like perfectly set up. And I was like, I need to go run out and do that before people show up though, because I can still like change and all of that once people get here. And like people were on time, and by on time I mean just a little bit early. Like one of my friends he had like buzzed, and I hadn't even walked back into my door yet, because I saw that he texted me and was like, hey, I'm here. And then I let him in, and I was like, oh, did you buzz? And he was like, yeah, I did. And we basically missed each other, and then basically as soon as he showed up, then everyone else started rolling in. So I was still literally like, nothing was like, all the food was not quite out yet. Like I still had stuff in the oven, but whatever, it was fun. It all worked out fine. All that to say though, I didn't really capture like any moments of like once the party was finally together, because I was still setting everything up as people were coming. And then people brought so much stuff too, which is great. I just wasn't expecting that. Like I didn't even make everything that I had planned on. Like I was gonna make some bagel bites that some of my friends brought over a while ago that have just been in my freezer. I was gonna doctor them up a little bit and make those. I only made like half of I had like another batch of sliders that I was gonna make. I didn't even put those in the oven. I'm probably gonna make those tonight and eat them for a couple days this week. Like for lunch and stuff. And then I had, those bacon wrapped weenies were good. And I had like a batch of those, another batch I was gonna throw in. I didn't even make those. Like one of my friends brought meatballs. There was like a lot of chips and stuff like that. Like little snacks. And then we had cupcakes because I think I mentioned it. I don't remember. I think I said this. One of my friend's birthdays was the day before, so we had to have like a little mini birthday celebration for her. And we had like like over a dozen of cupcakes from Molly's, which those are some good cupcakes. So all in all, no one was like that. A couple people were really watching the game. No one was like super locked in. It was honestly, the game itself was pretty boring, to be honest. But the halftime show, my King Benito shut it down. That was one of the best halftime shows I feel like I've seen it in a minute. Well, and I loved Kendrick Lamar's last year. Like that was, I feel like, also very much full of like a lot of storytelling and all of that. This like was so cool. Like it was so immersive. Like opening up with the sugarcane fields in Puerto Rico, I'm like, you know what? Let's go there immediately. And I just feel like the way that people were and are, and by people I mean a very specific group of people, were complaining about the Super Bowl about Bad Bunny's halftime show, like that it wasn't in English, that like it's too political. Shut up and get a life is like what I would want to say to those people. Like catch a vibe and get with the program. It was just so like, I understand every single word that was coming out of his mouth. No, but you don't need to. Like I said, catch a vibe, just go with it. And like, it's very clear. I feel like you can understand what's going on if you have half of a brain. So losers. But it was so good. I've since rewatched it twice. I mean, it's 9:45 a.m. It only happened 14 hours ago, but I need to watch it again. I've only rewatched it on my phone too. I need to watch it on like, basically once the game over, like once the game was over, a few of my friends were still here and we were trying to pull it up on YouTube, but we couldn't find like a good recording of it. There were no official ones up yet, but it was so good. Oh, also, I don't remember if I said this, but me and my friend Sam, said how we were planning our trip to Paris and London and we were going to see Bad Bunny in Paris. We did get our tickets. We bought them on Saturday, and because we were like, we need to do this before the Super Bowl because they're barely, I mean, it's all second hand, or not second hand, resale anyway. So we're like, we have to do this before it gets crazy, and we did. So we're locked in. We're going on the 4th of July to Bad Bunny in Paris. And then once I saw the show, which I'd already been watching some of his performances, but when I saw that, I was like, yes, I cannot wait. The countdown is on. So anyway, all in all, it was really great. It was a really great week. This actually was a really fun exercise, or a really fun like video to make. So maybe I will do these. Not regularly, because honestly, it was a little bit of work to remember to record, and I feel like towards the end started falling off a little bit, but I feel like if it's something I'm doing more often, I'll get into the habit of it. Like maybe like once a month or so I'll do these. I don't know how people do a weekly vlog every week. I can't do that. Like I don't think I could do that. I wouldn't do a good job at it, as good of a job as I would want to like do and deliver. So I think I will do these like maybe, like I said, once a month or so, because it was fun to do. And then it also made me realize I actually do a lot of random stuff throughout the week, which I guess I knew that, but then like documented, I'm like, oh yeah, this is why I'm always so tired, because I'm literally the queen of doing too much at all times. But anyway, if you made it this far in the vlog, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more content from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.